The conference consists of several tracks. One of them is relating to statistical tools, another one is relating to leadership principles and techniques that we should be using in our everyday work as quality professionals and as managers. And the use of these enhanced or up-to-date tools allows us to do a better job of supporting our organizations, and really the whole effort is keyed into continuous improvement. There's just a large amount of networking and discussion between the people who are in attendance, so that's really achieving one of the main objectives of being here, that people learn from each other, and people have a lot of experiences that are similar, and so it's good to find out how somebody else in a different organization has approached dealing with these issues in their own organization. You know, what things worked, what things did not work, and as a result of that, go back with some new ideas of things to try to make their own organization work better. Today's sessions are all 1 hour long, which really only gives you enough time to do an overview of a subject and to whet somebody's interest in it, and maybe make a contact with a speaker and for follow-up, or to go to some other sources for follow-up.
Innovation is the #1 concern for our companies, our employers.
If you don't take care of your customers, someone else will. So let's not give them the chance in the first place. Exit interviews revealed that chronic unresolved conflict is at the heart and a decisive factor in 50% of all employee departures.
What we focus in on the second day is workshops. The workshop day is really, because it's taking a much longer time for a session, the speakers can get into much more detail, more extensive coverage of a subject, and so we expect that people that come in there will have larger nuggets of knowledge to take back to their organization. They're coming specifically to hear certain subjects that are of interest to themselves and to their organization to do things better. Because the bosses, when they send them here, they say, what are you going to bring back to help our organization tomorrow? And so that's why people come to the workshop sessions. As part of our Professional Development Summit, we have a line of exhibitor booths. This ranges from organizations that provide statistical software to service organizations to, we actually have a couple of the ASQ divisions have booths here, and so they can make personal contacts as well as take back information to help their organizations.
I think people seem to really be having an enjoyable time here today. I mean, the program lasts for about an hour or so, and then you also get a chance to walk around to look at the exhibits. That's really keeping people going and mingling.
Again, that it's not a trade show, but that you're involved more with the actual quality and manufacturing community that ASQ is connected with. And so there's tremendous value. The people that you typically want to meet and talk to are here.
One of the biggest things that we have to deal with is that we can't help a lot of the members unless they show up. There's a lot of things available, of course, online, but a lot of this face-to-face learning and connection is only done if we can get them to come to our events. And so seeing the number of people out here today is really encouraging, and a lot of people come because of word of mouth. So we've been able to bring in a lot more people to expose to the available current information that's out there, both from an exhibitor point of view as well as presenters.
One of the big challenges with innovation is to come up with really good ideas, but then you can't get the executive decision makers engaged. It's hard to get their attention, it's hard to draw them in, it's hard to sell them on the idea.
Yeah. So then the risk management in that scenario, it seems to me, is definitely value adding.
We'll also learn what we can do better for next year, because one of the things that we teach is continuous improvement, but we also try to apply it ourselves to how we run our organization.
I think it's a great organization. I think they're doing a lot to help people move quality in their organizations forward.
I come almost every year. Every year I take home something.
I will come back, and I would recommend other people to come back to these workshops, and you can learn a lot from these workshops.
I will encourage my friends. When I get back, I'm going to tell them, why didn't you sign up? So.
Well, of course I would recommend it. I think it needs to grow. And I think it's wonderful that you're collaborating with 3 organizations, and I want my organization to come next year.
Yeah, get yourself out of the office, learn something new. You always get something new here.
The food is fantastic, especially the cheesecake.